We are going to do our hem on our skirt, so you need to fold it up a 1/2 inch and press it. Then you're going to fold it an additional 1/2 inch and press all the way around. Then when you're done, you're going to go and top stitch 3/8 of an inch from this bottom edge right here all the way around. Then your skirt will be hemmed. The same concept for the piece skirt as well. You will fold it up a 1/2 inch and press, fold an additional 1/2 inch and press, and top stitch all the way around. Thank you so much for watching our Laguna Sew Along. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Simple Life Patterns. You can also post your progress pictures in our fan group at facebook.com/groups/SLPCO for a chance to win prizes. To start our gathering, I'm going to sew my gathering stitch a 1/4 of an inch below the raw edge right here, and I'm going to start right on the outside of this placket. We don't want to do any gathering on this because we need that to cover, for this side to cover it. So start right here and sew a basting stitch or a gathering stitch all the way around and all the way to this edge, being sure that your piece is still flipped under. You can baste this in place if you would like to make sure you don't miss it when you're coming back with your stitches. So from the edge of this placket all the way around and through this placket and skirt piece all the way to the end. I'll be right back. Okay, I've sewn a basting stitch around the top edge of my skirt, and I've given it just a little bit of gathering just to get it started. Now I have my bodice here. Just to get started on how much gathering to do, I'm going to have it folded right along the side seams right here. And I'm going to just kind of hold this together and kind of see, it's about the same width. It's okay if it's not 100% just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my bodice so it is right sides with my skirt. This is my lining right here that you're seeing. And I'm going to match up my side seam of my skirt with the side seam of my bodice. And I'm just going to go ahead and give that a pin. Just like so. I'm going to do the same thing with this side seam. This kind of gives me a better idea on what I need to adjust as far as my gathers. This is the fast, easy way of doing it, I guess. Okay, so once you have that, you can kind of see the front skirt could use just a little bit. Actually, it's probably pretty good. Could use a little bit more gathering, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this string from this side. And I'm going to grab some of this and pull it that way just a little bit more. Just to get a little bit more gathers in there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and repin it. Because I don't want my gathering portion of my skirt to be too loose. You don't want it too tight. When you go like this and it kind of fits pretty snug right there, you can see this skirt, it's fitting really nice along the bodice right there. So we know that's pretty good. I'll adjust those in a little bit. I do want to just finish getting my bodice pinned. So on this side, I'm going to pin it all the way to the edge of my placket right there. And I want to make sure that the bodice is going perfectly straight along that placket so it sits nicely. And pin. Okay, so now you can see I need a lot more gathering. This is easy to do even with the needle in because the gathering is at the edge of the placket right there. So grab my bobbin thread and I'm just going to keep gathering it until it's the same width as my back bodice here. That's looking pretty good, maybe just a tad bit more. Okay, and since we don't have any gathering in this portion of our placket, I'm going to go ahead and pin at the edge of that. Kind of secure that little area in place. Now we'll do the same thing with this side, but now we can start adjusting our gathers once our bodice is pinned to our skirt. And I'm just going to try to get it as even as possible. And I kind of stretched it out. I'm going to pull it back a little bit more. And once your gathers are kind of where you want them, pin in place. And once you have all this pinned, you'll run over to your serger or sewing machine and sew, and then you want to finish the seam either with the serger or a zigzag stitch. So you'll do that all the way around. Then we'll come back and then you'll install your buttons or your snaps depending on what your choice is. So then you'll put those a 1/2 inch in from this edge. And if you want one here and here, or if you have just one really big button, whatever you decide on snaps and buttons, there's so many different ways of doing it with so many different machines and presser feet and stuff. So you'll use your manufacturer's directions to install your buttons, or if you have a cam snap tool, use the tool directions on installing that. And you will be done with your dresses. Thanks for following along with our Laguna Sew Along. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Simple Life Patterns. Don't forget to post your progress pictures in our fan group at facebook.com/groups/SLPCO, and we'll have prizes to be giving away. So don't forget to enter in your dresses.